Greetings to all business professionals. It is indeed an honor to speak to you once again. Just before telling you more about this red-hot news, may I introduce myself as Madam Sophia VA, the virtual assistant to CTM Joseph NG. Without further ado, let me continue. Alright, here goes. Learn business survival tips from experts. Kuala Lumpur, for most companies, mainly small and medium enterprises, SMEs, the pressing issue is to keep their businesses alive. There is an opportunity to learn how to do so by tuning into the latest Star Outstanding Business Awards, SOBA, 2021 webinar at bit.ly/e_SOBALab2 on August 27th. The webinar, starting at 3 p.m., will be hosted by 988 announcer and celebrity entrepreneur Chen Fong in Mandarin. Tied #SOS, Save Our SMEs Surviving the Cash Flow Crisis and Planning Your Business Continuity. It will feature business experts and industry players including Maxis Business SME head Kevin Lee, Packet Logistics Group SDN BHD Chief Financial Officer Peng Kong Chek, RHB Bank BHD SME Banking Head Yip Haonang and Associated Chinese Chambers of Commerce and Industry of Malaysia National Council member cum SMES Committee Chairman Kong Lin Lung. During the event, participants will be able to hear the first-hand experiences of SOBA 2020 winners Big Onion Food Caterer SDN BHD Managing Director Liang Fu Quan, Sense Marketing, SDN BHD Founder and Managing Director Catherine Leong and Clinic Dr. Chong SDN BHD Director Dr. Chong Zusheng on how SMEs can best manage their cash flow and ensure business continuity during a crisis. Being in the food and beverage industry, Liang will share insights on how consumer-facing businesses can sustain themselves through the pandemic, through minimizing operational and variable costs, and engaging stakeholders such as banks and suppliers on financial matters, stressing on flexibility in implementing strategies and leveraging partnerships and resource sharing to pull through the crisis. He said, a positive mindset is very important to keep your business going, and harnessing the power of a positive mindset can keep your business afloat. Leong will be imparting knowledge on how businesses can focus more on branding to promote their products and services, using the company's experience as reference. Our sales were definitely affected by the pandemic, so we focused more on branding, she said, adding that the company also conducted live video streaming on social media to promote the brand and share its products. We also encouraged and assisted our dealers in transforming their businesses online through digital platforms, she said, adding that the company also provided dealers with extra warranty, free gifts, and benefits to help them boost sales. Dr. Chong will tap into Clinic Dr. Chong's experience in dealing with business disruption in the face of the pandemic, rendering it unable to focus on its core business of providing beauty services. He will speak on how he doubled the business cash reserve during the difficult period. SOBA 2021 is organized by Star Media Group BHD with Credit Guarantee Corporation Malaysia BHD, Maxis, Packet Logistics Group SDN BHD and RHB Bank BHD as main sponsors and the Malaysia External Trade Development Corporation as official trade promotion partner. Supported by the International Trade and Industry Ministry and Bursa Malaysia, it is audited by BDO with 988 and Surya as official media partners. For details on SOBA 2021, call the Star Events at 017-817-8099 or visit www.sobs.com.my. By the way, as a bonus for you for reading up to the end, here is a free chapter of the How to Close Every Sale and Every Time. However, this chapter will be delivered by my colleague Madam Florence VA. Thank you Madam Sophia for allowing me to present the free chapter of the book, How to Close Every Sale and Every Time by CTM Joseph NG. Alright, here it goes. Chapter 3 The Sharp-Angled Close, or better known as Instant Reversal Close quote. Instead of merely answering a question with a question as in the standard solution, answer with one that, if they reply the way their original question indicates they've bought. By Tom Hopkins, quoted from in his book How to Master the Art of Selling. The sharp angle close is used to turn an objection into a reason for buying, and it is best used when the customer has almost run out of resistance or reasons for not buying. Specifically, the above method is called the instant reverse method. The instant reverse method might go something like this. When your prospect says, "I'm not interested," you say, "That's exactly why I'm calling." Now what's going through your prospect's mind when you say that? What or huh, right? Are you likely breaking their preoccupation? Sure. And that's your first goal, isn't it? Why? Well, how can you influence someone if you don't have their attention? The next step is to say, most of my clients were initially uninterested when I called. Nonetheless, when they found how they could benefit by working with me, they became my best clients. Keep in mind that you might want to get very specific with the benefits such as saving or making money, having more time or convenience, etc. You go on to say, it would just take me a few minutes of your time to explain to you how I am able to benefit my current clients and how I can benefit you as well. Is midday or evening better for you? Now, why is that called the instant reverse method? Did you reverse something? Yes, you reversed their initial objection into an opportunity or appointment. Is it valuable for you to learn skills to turn objections into opportunities for yourself? Of course. And isn't it a true statement to say that most people aren't interested when you call, but often become interested after they meet with you? Another excellent example would be the customer says that he can't afford the monthly payment. Instead of saying, well, let's see if we can knock it down and then you will be able to afford it, a professional sales clerk would say, if we can get the payment down, would you take it now? By the way, this applies also when you are faced with a major objection. When the person has to say that I have to have it on Friday, it is too late now, you say if we get it ready for you by Friday, would you okay the order now? The person has to say well 0k, yes. Otherwise, he has to give you another reason that enables you to continue selling. Believe it or not, the instant reverse close or sharp angle close is one of my favorite closing techniques. It has helped salespeople to increase tremendously their income. A participant of mine used it to increase his income by 50% last year. He simply uses it to break the preoccupation and the natural sales resistance with the prospect. Use this close to overcome one major obstacle preventing the close, especially when in the course of selling you can easily solve the problem immediately. With this single most important problem focused, the objection and closing can be done. You can use it in almost any sales situation and its effectiveness depends on its speed. The person to person says, I am not interested. You say that this is exactly why you should talk to me. The prospect will reply instantly by saying, what? And you immediately answer with a logical, intelligent answer. It is worth repeating. The whole purpose of the instant reversal close is to focus on the objection that the prospect has given you as the same reason why the would-be buyer should buy from you. This is to grab their attention completely and get them to listen to you with concentration for at least another 5 seconds. You will be astonished how many prospects will turn around and make 180 degrees turn and make a buying decision with this. Summary in a nutshell: this chapter on sharp-angled close is an ideal way to close when faced with a major obstacle. If you recall, this close can be immediately done when the salesman has isolated and overcome the biggest objection and turning it into a final reason for buying. As mentioned, this close can be best used when the major objection is the stumbling block to a sale. Lest you forget, more than a good method of closing, it can additionally break the prospect's preoccupation and his or her natural sales resistance. Furthermore, if you recall, the salesperson must have the power to solve easily by himself or with his company's help to solve the problem. As said, its effectiveness depends on its speed of applying the closing method. That said and done, let's cross over the all-important conclusion. Alright. Conclusion: to round off this chapter, sharp-angled close or instant reversal close, a few succulent sentences must be mentioned at all cost. Agree? You ask, what is so special in this particular close? My unvarnished truth is that it is best way to close or walk away from the sales altogether. This would save time and effort as the prospect cannot give any more excuse. You ask why? Because it has been identified as the major stumbling block for the prospect to buy. My previous sales personnel tried this and it worked. He was willing to give further discount from his own pocket to close the sales to overcome the biggest objection. Believe me, if this happened in a similar situation, you can bet you last dollar it will certainly work. My ex-salesman has done, and myself too. By the way, when I, myself, faced with problems of closing the sales with instant reversal closing method, I console myself with the words of Brian Tracy. Approach each customer with the idea of helping him or her to solve a problem or achieve a goal, not of selling a product or service. Would you do that also? With that, I hereby close this chapter. Agree? End of chapter 3. Before signing off, may I, Florence, Sophia, and CTM Joseph wish you every success in your selling task. Thanks.